Hi everyone, welcome back to Metanoia. My name is Carrie Jane. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 Life Path Child. If you haven't done so already, please stop what you're doing and watch my video on the Children of Gaia, which is the introduction video to this series, as well as my video on how to interpret the life path number, which is a video I did in my previous life path number playlist. So, you guys are in luck with this particular life path number because I am a 5 and I grew up in a household with 2 5 life path brothers. So needless to say, the household was constant chaos in one form or another. The core attribute to the 5 life path number is change. We are masters of change. And so it is most often that the 5 life path child can be very rambunctious. They are the adventurers, okay? They want to get out there. They want to have experiences. They could be very high energy, as well as the nature of entropy is. And let's see, how do I put this? There is, within every 5 life path, including myself and any 5 life path that I've ever known personally, there is, and this is going to be taken the wrong way, this deep-seated, like, subconscious urge for destruction. Yes, destruction. And that sounds like a negative thing to most people because it is human nature to fear change. We kind of just want to be in our comfortable little bubbles all the time. It's an interesting time to be making this video because we're in the middle of an epidemic and everyone has lost their goddamn minds. And the 5s are just like, yeah, we knew this was going to happen. Like, this is what happens. This is Earth. The only constant is change, and boy, does the 5 life path know that. Okay, so deep within our subconscious, we kind of, since we're masters of change, kind of crave destruction to an extent. So imagine what it's like to have a child like this. Sometimes it's very literal, okay? My brother, I think one day, like his solution to something he was frustrated about was to like put a hose in the window to the basement and turn it on and wait for us to realize that the basement was flooded. So like, this is what we're working with here. And of course, not all of us are like that. I wasn't like that. My other brother wasn't like that. But I think it's most common for, on the hyperactive side of a 5, for them to get like that if they are in a certain environment that brings that out. Okay, so parents, this is what you could potentially be dealing with. And also, we're very rebellious people, okay? Also deep within every single 5 life path, and for some, it's more closer to the surface. There is like a little bit of this voice in our heads that says, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. I talked about the 1 life path number child being kind of like having a negative reaction to when their parents were on them all the time about doing their homework and stuff, or especially when they were about to do something anyway and their parent or guardian told them to do it even though they were going to do it. And for the 1 life path, it was frustrating because, like I said, it builds this distrust. It's like, you don't trust me to do what I know I need to do. But with the 5 life path, because of this very deep inner rebel, there's something that happens in our brains when you tell us to do something that we're already going to do, that is just kind of like, you know what, now I don't want to do it. I'm just going to not do that now, thanks. And this is difficult sometimes, but trust me, the world needs change. People like to, I think, brag about their zodiac sign a lot. They like to brag about their life path number a lot. I mentioned that as well in the 1 life path video. as a child, the child one life path video. It's getting confusing now. I mentioned that the 9 life paths in my channel, at least, really come in the comment section thinking they're the shit. Like, they are just the best people out there. They're the most evolved. Everyone is not evolved. They are the best. And what I have to say to that is the 5 life path numbers are kind of the underdogs in this situation. They know exactly what our society needs to change. They know exactly, as long as they're healthy 5 life path numbers, as long as they actually care about the betterment of this world, etc. Like, there's no life path number that will tell you you are that or not that. That exists outside of numerology. But we are very much needed at this time as 5 life path numbers. And so I have a lot of advice for parents who have 5 life path number children to help cultivate that in a positive way and not a overly destructive way, to the point where that child just needs constant escape, cannot have a positive impact on their lives or other lives, because they get caught up in their own escapism, their own need for destruction, basically. So my first piece of advice, based on everything I just said, is that the 5 life paths are very stubborn. Do not repeatedly tell them to do something, especially when they already know that they need to do it. They are stubborn. You're gonna exhaust yourself and get nowhere. It is like pushing up against a rope. And this can be very difficult. And if there is a lot of angst in there, try to figure out what outlet would be best for your child. And there's just so many different outlets out there for 5 life paths. The best outlets I have seen for them are sports at a young age. And if your kid is obviously not really that much into sports, buy them a lot of books, and buy them a lot of books on like adventure. Get them some good fiction, like a 5 life path child would just be all about something like Harry Potter. In fact, J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, is a 5 life path herself. If they're not going to be very physical children who need to get their angst out through sports, they will get it out in other means through the exhilarating sensation of discovery. Okay, so when they open a book and they're in a different world and they can escape through there, and that will get some of that destructive energy out. And for me, just having the freedom to explore outside. Our kids are sheltered now, unfortunately. Yes, this is a scary world that we live in. I would feel the same exact way, being very cautious about letting my child run free outside. But also, you need to let your child free outside, especially as a 5 life path. That's where they're going to find their sense of freedom, experience a level of discovery that is just so amazing for them and such an adventure to them. And, if you are worried about the kind of neighborhood that you're in or something like that, you take them on a lot of picnics. Take them out in nature where there's not a lot of people around and you don't have to worry too much about them. Something like that. I was really fortunate to have the experience that I had, because where I grew up, it was like there was no roads during the summer when we went on vacation. There was no roads at this place. It was a barrier island. You could only get there by boat. The communities there were very small communities. It was a beach community, really laid back. So I just remember being completely free at 6 years old without my parents needing to supervise me every time. I just had to tell them where I was going, for how long I was going, and, when I'd be back, essentially. And that was it. And I think that really helped me. I think it really helped me develop my sense of identity. I think it really helped me get inspired through that sense of discovery, so that as an adult, I have positive outlets to express this need for destruction, if that makes any sense. And I do personally kind of have a very strong need for destruction in this society where everything just doesn't make any sense at all. It is so hard being a 5 life path in this world and seeing things for what they are. It is so hard. Most of me wants something like the Tower card in the 78 card deck of the Tarot, the Journey. I want the Tower. I want the people jumping out of the building. I want the utter destruction. I want to shake this thing from its core. And like I said in the beginning, this is perceived very badly by most people because we just want to be in our comfortable little bubbles 24/7 and never have anything, any challenge. But us 5 life paths need challenge. If you have a child with a 5 life path number, present them with those challenges. There's also the 5 life path child that I've seen that lacks confidence. Maybe they're a very sensitive soul. I can relate to that. Maybe they were kind of scared of the world. They didn't know how to walk in that light, even though they probably had some desire to go do something or be somewhere. Maybe they were just too afraid to do that. Help them with confidence building exercises and give them the challenge of being outside their comfort zone. It will be hard in the beginning, but they will learn how to adapt, because that is what we are as a child. If you're talking about a very young child here, building confidence looks like something a little bit different. You kind of do have to steer them in a certain direction. They will probably not have the idea themselves to go do a thing. You're gonna have to potentially give them that idea, but once you get them started and they feel that exhilarating sense of adventure or whatever it is, they'll take it from there. They'll know what to do. They'll know what they'll want. So that is my advice. Healthy outlets, sports and books, to develop a healthy way of escape, because as I've said in many other videos, the 5 life path is most prone to escapism, and it really sets them back the most, is just not wanting to be in this reality almost. It's just like, it's like not enough for them somehow. It's just, they need more constantly. So if having that in mind, I trust that you know your child and you will know the best way to foster that based on their own interests and their own personalities. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to this point, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe on my videos so that those who are meant to find my channel can. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions, or if you would like me to make a specific video on some topic in numerology that might help the community out a bit, or what have you. I'll see you all soon. I'm posting a little bit more often now because of recent events, and I'm thinking about you guys. I hope everyone's okay out there. I'll see you all soon. Take care.